Hey, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, on behalf of the company, I will welcome all of you to another talk VOOV meeting online talks on the CV8. Of course, first of all, I wish all of you a very good afternoon. And also, even though you can see from the numbers today, there is not a lot of people. I believe it's because of after the CMCO allows people to travel around, everybody is busy in the afternoon. But it's okay anyway. There are still some of you attend this meeting. So I will just continue with the meeting. Okay. Now, basically what I'm going to do today is that I'm going to talk about this product CV8, which is launched somewhere in the August month. And of course, some of you might even try this product already. Some of you might not even have tried this product. It's okay. But basically what I'm going to do is that I'm going to explain to you what is this CV8 all about and what is actually the uniqueness of this CV8 based on the experience that I have gone through with this product. And of course, I'm going to show you some testimonies as well, testimonies from the consumer itself and testimonies from the research. There is clinical trials research which is done on the human, okay, as well. Okay, basically, a lot of you might try this product and some of you even ask a lot of questions like, how come if you talk about ginseng products, a lot of people consider this CV8 as a ginseng product. And of course, some of you compare the price that is outside. How come ours CV8, the price is slightly higher than the other products, ginseng product that is found in the market? Okay, once you understand the whole CV8 uniqueness, then you will feel that this product is not expensive at all. Okay, first thing first, what is this product all about? What is CV8 all about? Okay, just give me a second. Let me just, sorry about that. It's the PowerPoint hanging again. Okay, let me just restart again. I'm sorry about that. Bear with me for a while. Let me just settle this PowerPoint first. Okay. First of all, what is CV8? CV8 in a very short way of explanation, it is actually the CV actually stands for cell vitality. And to us, CV8 is actually a solution to youthfulness. Youthfulness inclusive of actually not only you look young, but your body condition is as healthy as a young people. That is what CV8 all about. And of course, CV8 is actually a 70 years old wild Korean ginseng stem cell super phytochemical essence formulated by this CVMGR that helps you to regain your youthfulness. And this is all the CV8 all about. But of course, the CV8 itself, what is so special about this product? In short, if you talk about this product, it can be, there are only three uniqueness based on what I experienced through with this product. There are only three uniqueness. The first uniqueness is actually the advanced CMC technology and production system that used in produce this product. The number two is actually the formulation itself. And of course, the third thing is this particular products, the CMC is actually research proven. Later on, I'll be going to elaborate on all this uniqueness of this CV8. Now, first of all, let's look at the CMC technology and production first. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you have not heard of what is CMC stem cell. Okay, but of course, you have heard a lot of things talk about the stem cell that from the markets. Okay, even you have heard about apple stem cell and all these things. But what is the difference between this CMC stem cell and those you heard in the markets? Okay, let me just explain further. Okay, first of all, what is actually the CMC stem cell? CMC stem cell is actually considered as the real stem cell. If you talk about in the full terms, it is actually called cambial meristematic cells. Okay, in other words, this CMC stem cell is actually the origin of life of a plant. Okay, it is the youngest cell in your plant. In other words, we put it is actually the virgin cell in your plant. That means it is the most pure, and it has not go under. It has not go through any differentiation. Okay, process. That means it is the most pure cell in the plant. And it is usually located in your leaf buds, root tips, and actually cambial layer. And this CMC stem cell is actually considered as immortal cell. Why it is considered as immortal cell? Because it won't die off. As long as you have isolated it, you can actually keep it for the rest of your life. Okay, you can take it out, use it again. That is why it is considered as immortal cell. Okay, and of course, it is also considered as totipotent cell. Okay, it is the purest one, the most virgin one, and it can be differentiated into any types of cell in the plant. Okay, and of course, this CMC cell is actually having outstanding tolerance to the environment stress. That is why it is not easy damage. Then what about those stem cells you hear in the market? What is so different about this stem cell, like things like Swiss apple stem cell that you heard in the market? What is so different between this stem cell and those CMC stem cell? Okay, those you hear in the market, just give me a second, it hands again the PowerPoint. Okay, the stem cell that you hear in the market, such as the Swiss apple stem cell, all those cells are not the real stem cell. They are actually considered as DDC. DDC actually stands for the differentiated cell. Okay, in other words, sometimes we actually call it the cutlass. Okay, these are the cell which already been differentiated. And this cell, of course, do have some healing or regeneration properties, okay? But of course, it is very easy to die off. It has a poor tolerance to environmental stress, and it cannot be kept forever as compared to the CMC cell. And apart from that, there is actually a big difference between those CMC cell and also the DDC cell. And what are all those big differences? Let me just go through some of them to you. Okay, first, the CMC cell compared with the DDC cell, there's a difference in cell morphology. In other words, in the way they pack together. Like for example, the CMC cell, it is all identical. Okay, all the size is more or less the same, and it is all packed together tightly. While on the DDC cell, it is actually the size is completely different. Okay, it is not closely packed together. That is why if you compare with these two types of cell, during the isolation process, meaning that you are getting these cell out of the plants, okay, it is very easily damaged as compared to CMC cell. CMC cell has a more, it's not easily damaged at all. It is much more easier to be taken out during the isolation process. This is one of the first difference between these two types of cell. And the other difference is actually in the cell viability. And as I mentioned just now, the DDC cell is actually considered as immortal cell. Now, this is actually an example of a CMC stem cell. Once you extract it, you put it for 22 months, it is still the same. It won't be damaged easily. while the DDC cell is completely different, such as the switch apple stem cell. Now, once you extract it out, you cannot keep it for long. It will actually slowly, it will die off. That is why the DDC cell is actually immortal. You can keep it, it still remain the same after 20, 30, 50 years. Okay, that is why it is immortal. Okay, and of course, what other difference? Difference in the vascular numbers. Now, DDC cell has a lot of small vascular. Okay, it is actually a sign of immature plants, while the large vascular cell is the characteristic of the DDC cell. Okay, that is why you can see it is completely different. You can see the whole plants, the vascular is in very big. That is why it has a very poor tolerance to the environment stress. DDC is CMC is a far more better stem cell. And of course, there are other differences as well. Okay, one of the difference is that it is different in starch numbers. You know, there's like if you look at the CMC cell, there's a lot of starch. Okay, so that is why for the it has a higher activity of cell division and biosyntactic as compared to the DDC cell. That means, in other words, during the cell division process, CMC cell actually differentiate faster. Okay, and of course, this is another classic example. Now, if you look at the CMC, the liquid from the CMC stem cell, it is all smooth. There's no residue inside. While the DDC, there's a lot of residues. Mainly, what is the reason? Mainly because the CMC cell contains a lot of high nutrition contents, and it is less sensitive to shear stress. While the DDC contain less nutrition content, at the same time, it is very sensitive to shear stress, easy damage the cell. That is why you have a lot of residues left in the liquid. Okay, and of course, another thing is that it is different in antioxidants contained. Okay, CMC cell has a higher antioxidant properties as compared to DDC. That is why if you use the CMC cell to stem cell to do a test, you can see a lot of what you call it, you can see a lot of these bubbles. Okay, this is actually a sign of high antioxidants. While the DDC cell, you can see it contains less those bubbles. Okay, in other words, if you compare the two types of stem cell, CMC is actually a far more superior stem cell than this DDC stem cell. And of course, DDC stem cell is quite common in the market, okay? But of course, the CMC stem cell is very special. It is not commonly used in the market at this moment, not yet, okay? And of course, the key technology is actually provided by Plantel. Plantel is the company, is the only one in the world that can isolate and cultivate CMC stems. So there is no one else in the market. That is why the technology that we use is actually from this company called Plantel. Okay, even though this advanced technology that they had, it is actually published in the well-known magazine called Natural Biotechnology. Okay, and of course, with not only with their success, this Plantel not only they have successfully isolated and cultivate CMC, they also are having a very special production system, very advanced, and this is how the whole thing was produced. Okay, it started off with any plants that you can get. Now, for example, Tongkat Ali. Okay, once you got the Tongkat Ali plants, they will collect the tissue. This is the whole process, okay? They will collect the tissue. Once they collect the tissue, they will use the technology to isolate the CMC stem cell out from the Tongkat Ali. And once they isolated it out, what they do is that they can either keep the stem cell in the bank and use it forever with the same quality, okay, or they can mass produce it using the suspension culture, this type of suspension culture, in which they can even add in whatever nutrients or additional temperature or different stress level, so that the stem cell can produce more phytochemicals or nutrients content as compared to the normal cell. This is how the whole process of this CMC is produced. And the technology is so advanced. This is how it looks like. The production line is actually in Korea. This is how the cylinder looks like. All those, you just need to have a one stem cell. You can put it into this cylinder, and it can mass produce it with the same quality, same nutrition contains. And this is the production line in Korea, which we have seen during our last visit to Korea. And this is the factory or the production facilities in Korea. And this particular technology is so advanced that it is actually coverage in the TV as well. It is actually showcased in the Discovery Channel in Korea regarding this natural biotechnology that this company Plantel had. Okay. And of course, this particular company has successfully isolated so many types of different types of rare plants. That is why they have 64 patented, registered, and 22 patents still pending globally. Okay, these are actually their intellectual properties. And of course, this is another example of their intellectual properties. And of course, because of this particular technology that is the one and only in the world, that is why this CV8 is so special, okay? And that is one of the key uniqueness of this CV8. The technology that used to produce whatever ingredient later I will be sharing with you is actually using this technology, okay? And of course, the second uniqueness of this product is actually the formulation itself. Okay? The formulation itself is actually, for this product, the CV8, the formulation itself, it is not like we are like other companies which we just simply take a few ingredients, we mix it together to build this product called CV8. It is not like that. The formulation itself is actually carefully planned, and whatever ingredient that is used has its own purpose, okay? And of course, our CV8 formulation is actually formulated by this institute called CVMGR. CVMGR is, for complete name, is actually called the Cell Vitality and Molecular Genetic Research Institute. This particular institute is actually formed by 4 parties or 4 organizations. Number one is the Ventros, our company itself, together with the Plantel Stem Cell Institute. And of course, the other 2 parties is actually the China Academy of Science as well as the Sydney University. Now, basically, Ventros is the one who actually set up this institute, and Plantel is the one that provides us with the experience and the advanced technology. While the China Academy of Science or Sydney University is the one that provide us with the formulation because of their expertise. That is why the ingredient that is used in this CV8 is actually very unique as well. In actual fact, there are 4 types of 4 ingredients that are used in this CV8. Okay, first of all, it is actually the certified 50 years old and above wild Korean ginseng stem cell. Okay, and of course, it comes with Cibatol, Aronia, and Pomegranate as well. Okay, so these are the 4 ingredients. Now, first thing first, Out of so many CMC stem cell, why do we choose the wild Korean ginseng stem cell? There are various reasons for it. Now, first of all, we know that ginseng has been well known in the world, and has been used for 1,000 years in the world. And of course, what ginseng is well known for is actually for its healing property as well as health improvement. And in the past, this wild ginseng, not everyone can take it. Only all those kings and all those rich people can actually take it. It is considered as the royal health tonic for emperors in China. And of course, one of the well-known about ginseng is that it can help to improve your longevity of your life. Okay. And let me just give you some simple example why wild ginseng is choose the stem cell, CMC stem cell is chosen, okay, as compared to all those other like Tongkat Ali and all those things, okay. Here are some of the examples why we choose the wild ginseng. As you know, during the Qing dynasty, the average age for emperor is actually about 39 years old to 40 years old. That is the average age of the emperor in Qing dynasty. However, there is one emperor which lives the longest in the China history, and his name is Emperor Qianlong. He actually lived until at the age of 89 years old. Now, if you compare in the past, if you can live up to 89 years old, I think that is considered quite long. If you take the consideration of the advanced technology, you don't in the past you don't have those advanced medicine. You don't have all those drugs or things like that. So, 89 years old. What is the reason that this Emperor Qianlong can live for so long? Mainly because during his time, he has eaten around 359 times wild ginseng. That is why it actually prolonged his life. Okay, and another very good example is actually from Korea. This is King Yongjo from Joseon Dynasty, Korea. Now, King Yongjo is actually the king lived the longest, in Joseon Dynasty. He lived until at the age of 81 years old. And during his period, he has eaten about 10 kg of wild ginseng every year when he was 72 years old. That is why ginseng again prolongs his life. And of course, if you talk about modern time, this is another good example. This particular person, I'm sure a lot of you know who is this person. His name is Sao Yifu. He is actually very famous Hong Kong entrepreneur, and he is also the founder of this TVB, channels in Hong Kong. And he lived until 106 years old. Now, his secret is what? In his mid-50s, he took a wild ginseng one wild ginseng every day. And in his late 60s, instead of taking the whole wild ginseng, he put a slide of wild ginseng on top under his tongue every day, a piece of wild ginseng. Okay, that is why it helps to prolong his life and health as well until the age of 106 years old. Now, if you talk about today, you can live up to 106 years old. It's not easy at all. So this is another classic of example how good the wild ginseng is. And of course, one of the main ingredients, as I mentioned just now, in CV8 is actually the wild ginseng. Okay, CMC stem cell. It is estimated the wild ginseng CMC stem cell that we use is actually 70 to 80 years old. Okay. However, in Korea, the highest certification, they can give, is actually 50 years old and above. That's all. Okay. So this actually just shows it is 50 years old and above. But according to the expert that that actually check through the ginseng that Korean wild ginseng that we use. It is actually around 70 to 80 years old. Okay, and out of so many types of ginseng, why do we choose wild one? Because it is very rare. And whatever nutrients for wild ginseng is actually, nutrients content is actually very high. And of course, if you talk about, there are other other type of ginseng, such as American ginseng and Chinese ginseng. Why do we choose a Korean one? Mainly because it is proven the Korean wild ginseng actually contain the most type of ginsennoside. Ginsennoside is actually the valuable ingredients found in ginseng, which a lot of them has healing properties. While American ginseng only contains about 14 types of ginsennoside, while Chinese ginseng about 15 types of ginsennoside. That is why, if you talk about the wild ginseng, it is very rare. But how come we can produce so many wild ginseng? It is mainly because of the CMC stem cell technology as well as the production system. That is why we can mass produce this Korean wild ginseng stem cell. Okay, and of course, because through the CMC technology performed, as I mentioned just now, with one CMC stem cell, you can keep it forever. And whenever you need it, you just put it into this cylinder, and you can mass produce it. One cylinder, one bioreactor, we call it one bioreactor, it's not cylinder, I'm sorry. One bioreactor, which is about 250 liters. Now, if you put wild Korean ginseng inside, it can produce about 75,000 roots of wild ginseng. This is estimated based on the ginsennoside that is produced inside. That's why, because of this technology, it actually completely provide a revolution for production line. Okay. And of course, the other thing, very important thing, is that through this particular CMC technology platform, what happened is that whatever CMC stem cell that we produce for this wild Korean ginseng, it contains actually a lot of variable and rare ginsenosides such as RAG3, RH2, and PPD. Now, the other good thing is that though those very common RB1, R1 or RE, all those very common ginsenoside, which refers as PPT, is actually completely eliminated. Okay, because these are the most common ginsenoside, and the downside is that if you take too much of this common common ginsenoside, it will have certain side effects like heatiness and things like that. But through this technology, we are able to get rid of all these common and those ginsenoside which produce the side effects. Okay, and what is left is all the valuable ginsenoside which has healing medicinal or healing properties such as anti-cancer and all these things. That is why in CV8, it contains a lot of these rare ginsenosides, which you can enjoy. Okay, and of course, if we compare to a lot of products outside, we sell for 100 over ringgit ginseng powder or anything. Most of the content that it has is actually the common one. It's not the special and rare ginsenoside that you have. That is why, because of this, our price, of course, is higher a bit. You are actually compare with Mercedes with Proton. Okay, that is what I'm trying to show. Okay, and this, in terms of this rare ginsenoside, even how much you take, it will not have any side effects at all. Okay. Oh, sorry, the PowerPoint hangs again. Sorry about that. Just give me a second. Okay, so that is one of the uniqueness ingredient that we use in this formulation, the ginseng, the wild Korean ginseng of the age of 70 to 80 years old. Okay, and these are actually all the rare ginsengnocytes that you can find in the Korean ginseng CMC. Things like RG3, it has a lot of properties like restrain cancer, metastasis, and a lot of other rare ginsengnocytes, even anti-cancer, even it helps to reduce the side effects of the cancer and things like that. Now, if you do have a chance, you can look through this, all the ginsengnocytes that you found in this Korean ginseng CMC. And of course, according to what the plantel told us, now one sachet of one pouch of this CV8 is equivalent to about 60 ml. But the content of the wild ginsengnocytes, the ginsengnocyte that you found inside there, it is equivalent to about 8 roots or more of wild ginseng. Okay, it contains about 8 roots or more. So that is why I always advise people, whenever you drink this, make sure you drink until it's completely dry. Okay, don't waste any drops of it. Okay, these are one of the ingredients. The other ingredient is actually sibatong. Now, sibatong is actually another ingredient which is quite commonly used in nutrition area. And sibatong itself is already used for a few thousand years, even from the time of Alexander the Great until Genghis Khan, the time of Genghis Khan. This sibatong itself is actually, it's just like types of fruits that grow in the wild desert. Now, during the Alexander the Great time, during his, they actually call this sibatong, they named this sibatong the Bright Horse, the nickname the Bright Horse. Why? Because during Alexander the Great, what happened is that during a war expedition, Alexandra, after the war, all the troops and his horses are all tired and injured, so they have no energy. And what happened is that it just happened that one day he saw some of the horses start to eat these fruits, okay, it's called sibatong. And what happened is that after a few days, he realized that all the horses that ate this fruit actually recovers very fast, their injury, their energy level, and things like that. And of course, during the Genghis Khan time, okay, Genghis Khan actually, it is written in the history, okay, Genghis Khan has ever mentioned about these fruits. Now, what did he talks about? In the historical, he actually mentioned that there's actually 3 secrets of his success of conquering the world. Okay, there are 3 key success. Number 1 is because of strong army. Number 2 is actually a discipline, and of course, number 3 is actually the sibatong itself, the fruits. Now, why sibatong is so special until history also have a lot of records on these particular fruits, mainly because of sibatong contains a lot of nutrients. According to the research, sibatong actually contains about 428 types of nutrients compound, inclusive of omega-3, 6, 7, 9, even vitamins, calcium, and all these things. That is why all these nutrients is actually all the nutrients that our body needs. And of course, it also contains very high antioxidant properties, such as vitamin C, E, A, beta-glucan, selenium, and all these things. And it is also proven that the sibatong can actually stimulate the growth of the body stem cell as well. That is why this is actually one of the very special ingredients that we use in this CV8. And another very special ingredient is actually we call it the aronia berries. Aronia berries is considered as king of berries. Because why? Mainly because this aronia berries contains a high level of these super antioxidants called anthocyanins and also proanthocyanins. Okay, if you compare other berries, a lot of berries, other types of berries, compare with aronia, it contains the highest level of these natural antioxidants. And at the same time, this fruit actually contains the highest manganese content. I will explain further what role is manganese manganese. Okay, that is one of the very special ingredient that we use. And of course, the fourth ingredient is actually pomegranate. Pomegranate is another fruits, very special fruits. It is in the past. It is mentioned in the Bible, even in Quran, even in the Buddhist. This is actually they consider this fruits is actually food from heaven, because again, what is the reason? Because of great source of antioxidants. And at the same time, it actually contains many ingredients for women beauty, especially those who want to look good. If you take a lot of pomegranate, it will help. Okay, and of course, even if you talk about the individual ingredient itself, it's already very special. But if you put all these formulations together, it is of ginseng CMC. We knew that contains a lot of ginsenosides, and the antioxidant properties provided by the civaton and aronia, it actually can be used as a natural preservative to preserve or to protect these rare ginsenosides. The aronia itself, as I mentioned just now, contains the highest manganese content. What does manganese do? Manganese is actually an ingredient which can help to convert a lot of your nutrition. These things are, it helps in your body to convert all these things and actually to be used to convert all these things so that all the whatever nutrition that is needed can be easily used or easily absorbed by your body. And of course, pomegranate also contains high content of vitamin K. Vitamin K is actually one of the things it does is actually it is considered as a transmitter, a guidance for your body. Let me just give you an example. One of the role of vitamin K in your body is actually whenever you take any calcium products, one of the role of vitamin K is actually to helps to guide your calcium to go into the right place, such as your bone or your teeth and things like that. Now, if you lack of vitamin K in your body and you start to take this calcium, if that actually goes into your bloodstream, and what will happen is that it will actually harden your each in helps to provide the synergetic effects or helps in converting the nutrients to be ready used by your body or absorbed by your body. That is why, because of this special formulation created by the CVMGR, what will happen is that the bioavailability of this product or nutrients is very good inside our body. That is why it can be delivered and absorbed by your body easily. It is estimated the delivery system is more than absorption with this combination of formulation is about 90% more than 90% absorption. Okay, and that is why that is so special about the formulation itself. Okay. Another thing is that apart from the formulation, the third uniqueness of this CV8 is actually the CMC stem cell itself, especially the wild ginseng stem cell, is actually research proven. Okay, according to the research itself, that is published. Now, this wild Korean ginseng stem cell CMC is actually very good in doing all these functions such as anti-cancer, liver protection, blood circulation, blood glucose regulation, anti-aging, antioxidants, immune enhance, as well as even anti-HIV. Okay, and of course, let's talk about the liver protection first. Okay, now the research, this is the research which is done by the plantel or the professor that is in the plant from the plantel. Now, it is talk about the liver protection. The CMC can actually helps to protect the liver. Here are the tests they have done. You know, they use the mice to do the test. Now, what happened is that they actually take 3 mice. Okay, the first one, they fed the mice with normal fat diet. Okay, normal fat diet. After a certain period of time, they do the checking. You see that this is the surface of the liver. It is in good condition, not so bad, just a little bit of red dots color, which is the sign of liver damage. Now, the second mice, they actually fed it with high fat diet. Okay, and what happened is that after the certain period of time, you can see all the red dots start to form on the liver itself. Now, the third mice, they use a high-fat diet together with wild ginseng CMC. They fed the mice, and what happened is that you can see the surface of the liver is as good as the one that having normal fat diet. Okay, all this research is actually published in the internet as well. Okay, it's published in the medical journals as well. Okay, that is why it is very effective in liver protection. Even the whole research is actually patented in US as well. The patent is talking about the wild ginseng stem cell or ginseng stem cell CMC contain active ingredients that can prevent or cure liver problem. Mainly, as I mentioned just now, mainly because of the rare ginsennoside that is produced by this CMC, all the rare ginsenosides. Okay, even this is patented in US, and if you want to see the reports, you can, if you want to find it on the website, you can go to this website. You just type in all the numbers, the numbering. You don't have to type in the US or B2. You just type in these numbers. The research will actually come out. Yeah, and of course, the other thing is that it is proven that the wild ginseng CMC is very effective in anti-aging and antioxidants. Now, one of the research that they do is actually related to these things called telomere. Telomere is actually the longevity markers on your cell. Okay, it is actually the countdown timer of human cell. Now, if you are young, when your cell, when there's a cell division, your telomere will be very long. Once your telomere on your cell is getting shorter and shorter, it is actually the sign of telling you are getting older and older. Now, according to the research, for those people who actually consume this CMC wild stem cell, what it can do is that it can actually maintain the length of your telomere or until to a certain extent, which leads to maintain your youthfulness and prolong your cell life as well. In other words, it helps to prolong your life as well. There's a proven that by consuming this CMC stem cell every day, it actually helps to prolong your life as well. This is one of the research that has been done by the plantel itself, and of course, this particular research. Sorry, it hangs again. Maybe the internet today is not very good because in KL it is raining. Okay, you just bear with me for a while. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Okay, just now I'm talking about the... Okay, so this particular research talking about anti-aging and or even antioxidants, the whole research is, again, it is proven and it is patented in US as well. Okay, this is the patent number. If you do have a chance, you can go and search on the online as well. And of course, the other thing is that the CMC wild ginseng stem cell has been proven. If you take it every day, it actually boosts up your immune system as well. Now, what are the research that has been done? First thing first, there are about 3 research done. Number 1, it is proven that if you take this wild ginseng CMC every day, it actually helps to increase the number of bone marrow cells. Bone marrow cells is actually responsible for production of your not only your red blood cell but also your white blood cell as well. That is why by increasing the bone marrow cell, automatically it will also increase your white blood cell. That means it also improve your immune systems. That is why this research is also published in the medical journals. And apart from that, another research shows that if you can take this wild ginseng CMC every day, it actually significantly increase your natural killer NK cell activities. NK cell, we all know that is actually the immune cell which will help to destroy the cancer cell. Okay, and of course, the third thing is that by taking CMC wild ginseng every day, it actually helps to increase your lymph nodes as well. Lymph nodes play a very important role in our body. It is actually act as a filter, okay, in your bodies to stop any foreign particles or things to go into your body. That is why if you increase the lymph nodes, it actually helps to prevent a lot of these foreign particles to go into your body. That is why indirectly it also helps to improve your immune system as well. Again, this particular research is actually done and published. It is US patented. Okay. If you do have a chance, again, just type in the number, this number. You can find the research, okay, under this website as well in US. And of course, and in terms of anti-cancer, now a lot of research has been, quite a few types of cancer has been done now. Okay, it shows a good result in which the wild ginseng stem cell actually helps to improve the cancer condition. And of course, all this cancer prevention and all this research is also patented in US as well. Okay, the last, not least, the anti-HIV. Now, before that, the wild ginseng stem cell, according to the professor there, the wild Korean ginseng is actually brought over to Africa to be used by a lot of HIV, those with HIV, and it actually shows a significant results. That is why it is proven also, okay, the wild ginseng stem cell CMC does help in this anti-HIV. Okay, and this report is actually published again is published and patented in US as well. Okay, so if you talk about the 3 uniqueness of this product, okay, basically number 1 is because of the CMC technology. Okay, CMC technology as well as the production systems. That is why with this technology and the production system, you can actually mass produce whatever rare ingredients or whatever stem cell that you extract. And this stem cell, CMC stem cell, can be kept for forever as well. It won't damage. Okay, that is the first thing. Second thing is, of course, the formulation itself. The formulation itself is already very special. It is actually developed by this institute called CV8, which is combined of 4 parties: the ventros itself, the plantel itself that provide the technology, China Academy of Science, and Sydney University is the one that provide the formulation and experience know-how in providing a good formulation. And the key four ingredient that used is actually 70 to 80 years old wild Korean ginseng stem cell, as well as the sibatong, the aronia berries, and pomegranate. And because of this special formulation that we put together, not only if you talk about individual ingredient, it is already very good. But if you put all these four things together, it actually creates the synergistic effects for the CV8 as well. Okay, and of course the third thing is that this, if you talk about CMC stem cell, this is actually research proven. It does help in a lot of things like anti-aging, anti-cancer, and all these things. That is why I'm going to show you some of the testimony or some of the research subject which was done using the CMC stem cell. Okay, there's a lot of them. I will start off with the hepatitis B carrier. It is talking about what you call that, the liver problem. Okay, just now I mentioned about the liver protection is very good. This is one of the example only. Now, this particular male is actually one of the test subject. He is about 39 years old. He has been diagnosed with hepatitis B. He is a carrier as well. Now, the test show that the AST and ALT is very high. AST and ALT is actually what you call that, the blood test to determine whether there's any liver damage or whether there's any liver disease. Now, the normal range is about 0 to 37 and 0 to 40. Okay, and the test also show that his HbAg actually is a test to determine whether the hepatitis B virus is circulated in your blood. If there is, it is by right, it should be negative. But this guy, because he is a hepatitis B carrier, it is positive. Okay, when the test is out. And of course, his HbAb is negative. HbAb by right should be positive, but his is negative. That means it is showing that his body is not producing any antibody by itself to deal with this hepatitis B. Okay, before taking the CMC, you see it is all the whatever test result is actually out of the normal range. Now, after consuming this wild ginseng CMC for about 2.5 months at 2 pouches per day, okay, you can see that the AST and ALT start to drop to normal. Okay, even the HbAg previously is positive, it becomes negative. HbAb previously is negative, now become positive. And after 4.5 months of taking this CMC stem cell, the test result shows that all readings are in normal range. Okay, this is actually just one of the example that I'm showing you. And of course, this is from those people who are taking what you call that, the CV8. Now, this particular woman is actually from Penang, 62 years old. Before that, he was having poor health since very young, and I think she fell sick quite oftenly. That is why she will even have a personal nutritionist to help to take care, to tell her what to eat so that to take care of her health. And she take a lot of nutrition products, but her health condition did not improve very much. But after, of course, after she started to use this IM laser a year ago, her health condition even improved significantly as compared to last time. But when she started to consume this CV8 for the first time, she didn't encounter any problems at all taking this product, because previously, because of her weak body, whenever she's taking a new nutrition products, she will often have a, uneasiness, heatiness, or sometimes even vomit because of her sensitivity to new products. Now, when she took this CV8, she doesn't have any problem at all. Now, after taking for a certain period of time, she even feel more energetic. And after 20 days of just taking this CV8, her skin texture actually improved, and even her husband noticed, not herself, her husband noticed that, her face become brighter and the wrinkle are much lesser. Okay, that is why just now I tell you high antioxidant ingredients with the pomegranate, which contains a lot of nutrition for women beauty. That is why you will have this type of effect. Okay, and another this what you call that testimony is actually on the dermatomyositis. Oh, it's really hard to pronounce this. Okay, this particular test subject is actually a female, 7 years old, just a little kid. She has been suffering from this long-term inflammation disorder, which affects not only the skin. If it is more serious, it can affect the muscles as well. That is why this particular kid, this child, always experience these skin rashes because of long-term inflammatory disorder. And as a result, she also could not walk properly because it is quite serious until it affects the muscles or run. He couldn't walk well or run well as well. But after taking this wild ginseng CMC at 1 pouch per day for 20 months, her condition actually improved significantly. Her reddish skin actually turned back to normal, and she could walk and run like a normal child. Okay, so this is one of the testimony test subject which was done. And of course, this is talk about the stomach cancer. Now, this particular male, 42 years old test subject, before he consumed this wild ginseng CMC, a tumor of about 7 centimeters was discovered in the stomach, okay, through the gastrofibroscope test. And after consuming the wild ginseng CMC for about 4 months at 3 pouch per day, after 4 months, went back to check again, the tumor size actually reduced to about 2 centimeters. Okay, there is one of the stomach cancer. Oh, sorry. Okay, and this is lymphatic cancer. Again, before, this is a female, 52 years old. Before consuming this CMC stem cell, okay, when he go for checkup, a hypermetabolic mass is actually discovered on the abdominal cavity and pelvic cavity as well. Even a malignant tumor discovered in the right kidney. That is why, as a result of that, it affects her appetite. This is a classic example. If you look at it, you can see the whole black color. This is the whole mass. This is actually the sign that there is a tumor going on. This is the same, okay, under the color. Okay, now after consuming this wild ginseng CMC at 3 pouch per day for 3 to 4 days, immediately she is able to regain her appetite and was able to consume food. Yeah, after 2 months of consuming, the PET CT scan showed that the disappearance of white area of hypermetabolic mass. The hypermetabolic mass refers to the red mass which you cannot look through. There is actually the sign of cancer or tumor might be developing. That is why the tumor itself on the, the kidney also disappeared. Okay, these are another testimony. The test subject, that's what's done. And rectal cancer. Okay, before consuming, again, tumor discovered in the rectum, high opacity. You can see the bright color. There is actually high opacity. This is actually shows the sign that there might be a tumor or cancer cell which is very active. After consuming wild ginseng CMC at 3 pouch per day for 49 days, PET scan show decrease in opacity, which reflects the decrease of tumor size. Okay, this again 60 years old women test subject. And of course, uterine cancer. Okay, this particular woman is is elderly woman lah. Is about 81 years old. Before consuming, she was diagnosed with second and third stage of uterine cancer. So she has to went through all the radiotherapy, blood chemotherapy together. And of course, after the therapy, she will often feel weak, no appetite, and she has go through a lot of suffering. Okay, this is quite common for those who usually go through the chemotherapy and things like that. And after consuming the wild ginseng CMC at 2 pouches per day for 2 months, she started to regain her strength and her appetite improved tremendously. After 6 months of consuming, her test shows that the cancer cell has disappeared. That is why just now remember I told you about the rare ginsenoside that you found in the CMC's wild Korean ginseng CMC stem cell. A lot of the wild ginsenosides, the ginsenosides, rare ginsenosides has actually anti-cancer property. It also helps to reduce the side effects of whatever medication for cancer as well. That is why by taking this CMC, it actually helps for cancer patient as well. Okay, and of course, acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Acute means this is a type of leukemia which can spread very fast and it is fatal if it does not you does not do anything about it. Okay, it is spreading very fast. That's why it has the front word of acute. Okay, this particular 8 years old kid again is diagnosed with this leukemia cancer, and he went for chemotherapy, and at the time his hemoglobin level is actually 3.6 only, in which the normal range should be about 13.6 to 17.4. But after consuming the wild ginseng CMC for almost 14 months at 3 pouches per day, the hemoglobin level actually increased almost back to normal level. That's why it does shows that it does help in all this, or does help in improving all these conditions. Okay, and diabetes as well. Okay, this particular test subject is actually 56 years old. Before taking this CMC, her sugar level is actually as high as 16, under a lot of medications, and often because of the medications, she always feel discomfort and all these things. And as you know that all those people who are taking medication, they will tend to always feel very tired and lethargic. And what happened is that after taking this ginseng CMC at 1 pouch per day for 9 months, her sugar level actually showed dropping to until 7. Okay, not only dropped in the sugar level, she also start to reduce her medication from 2 times per day to 1 time per day. And of course, after taking this product, she feel more energetic, she don't feel tired so easily and things like that. Okay, and this is another example. Now, of course, this is a special case. This particular gentleman is from KK. Before using this IM laser and CV8, he is actually having problems such as high blood pressure, and he is also a diabetes. He often will feel headache and numbness. Before that, his high blood pressure is around, on the top is around 140 to 160, and below is about 80 to 96. Sugar level is 14. Okay, after using the IM laser for about 1 year and 7 months, high blood pressure actually improved significantly to about 117 on the top to 125, and below is about 70 to 75. And his sugar level actually drops to about 6 to 8 in the morning. okay, after checking every morning, regularly in the morning. And because of IM laser, he also reduced his medication for those both issues. And of course, when he start to consume this CV8 and one pouch every 2 days, before that, he just start to use this product, one pouch every 2 days. Surprisingly, he checked his sugar level in the morning. This is the first time his sugar level actually start to drop further to 5.6, 5 point something every morning. That is why now he's so confident in this product that he start to take this product daily. Because of what? Because of certain ginsenoside that is contained in this CV8 that will help to reduce your sugar level as well. Not only that, Cibatong can also help to reduce your sugar level or even your high blood pressure as well. Okay? And of course, this is actually talking about acid reflux problem lah. And this particular test subject is having 54 years old, having this problem, and usually could not digest well as well. Often when after her dinner, she will have problems of pain now, or even those heartburn after eating, always feel tired as well. After taking this wild ginseng CMC at about 2 pouch per day for 12 months, medical examination shows that her reflux issue actually improved significantly. She no longer having this heartburn or pain after eating. At the same time, because of taking this CV8 or CMC stem cell, she feel even more energetic as compared to last time. Okay, more alert as well. This is Parkinson, a test subject. Now, this particular female, 65 years old, having Parkinson disease for some time already. Now, her body always tremble, and when she walks, she always have to drag her leg. She couldn't walk properly. She always have to drag her leg despite under medication. Now, if the medication wear off, what happened is that his condition even worse. His hand will shake, his whole body will become stiff from neck to spine, and even her right toe will actually curve inwards. But after taking the wild ginseng CMC at 2 pouch per day for 2 months, the trembling on the body reduced significantly, and her hand shake also stopped as well. After 4 months, she no longer have the problem of having the stiffness from on her back, and she can even walk without dragging her leg. And at the same time, she feel more energetic now. Yeah. And this is another example, gout. This is another testimony from CV8. This particular very young guy, male, Owen, 32 years old from Penang. Now, at the age of 32 years old, he is already having gout problem due to his poor eating habit, especially eating all those red meat as well as after drinking alcohol. His condition is even worse, the gout condition. Now, during this time, how he started to use this CV8 is actually gave it to him by his mom. Initially, he didn't really believe in this product, but just, he took it just to please his mom at the initial stage. But after taking for the first time, after 2 days taking, on the 31st of July this year, he decided to went to a friend's party. And during the party, he took in a lot of these red meats, and also at the same time consumed alcohol as well. Now, usually if he do that, the next morning, definitely he will wake up with a gout pain. And the pain is usually so severe that he couldn't walk. But this time, actually, to his surprise, he is doing the same thing, consume a lot of red meat and also drink alcohol. But the next day he woke up, he did not really have a very serious gout pain, but rather just a little bit pain and swelling on the ankle. And he still could walk like a normal person. If you talk about last time, he couldn't do that at all. So he was quite surprised. The pain is not so severe and he still can walk normally. So he decided, to take another pouch from his mom and start to drink it. Now, after he drank it in the morning, okay, in the afternoon, he realized that all the pain and swelling was completely gone by just drinking one pouch. Now he's taking this CV8 every day. So this is one of another testimony that it is from the CV8 itself. Now, just now, whatever things that I show you, there are some of the testimonies drinking CV8. Some of them is the test subject from the CMC stem cell. And of course, by drinking this CV8 every day, there's a lot of benefits. There are benefits inclusive of helping in your digestive system, improve your brain functions, give you more alert, or even promote your blood circulation as well. Even improve your heart condition, it minimize fatigue, helps you to feel more energetic. It boosts up your immune system. That is the most important thing for anyone, okay? And it improves your health or protect your health function as well. For those who love to look young, healthy, beautiful, you must drink this product because it has contained anti-aging properties, okay? There is all the benefits that you can get from this CV8, okay? And of course, how do you consume it? Actually, if for a normal, healthy person, you just have to consume it one pouch per day. But for those people who are having more serious health issue, I would recommend you all to at least consume 2 to 3 pouch per day, one pouch each time, okay? And it's best to consume it 30 minutes before or after meal. It's up to you. But before you consume it, make sure you shake it well. Shake it first, okay? And like what I say, for those you want to maintain your body at your peak performance, whatever your age, please consume this CV8. For those people who are having chronic degeneration disease like heart problems, stroke, diabetes, high blood pressure, you can also consume this product as well. For those who want to improve your immune system, especially those who are having poor immune system, get sick easily, always feel tired, please use this product as well. And for those who want to look beautiful, make sure you definitely take this product, okay? Okay, now before I finish off, let me just share with you some of the promotion that we are doing this in the month of December. Now, in the month of December, we have a very special year-end purchaser promotion. Now, for any customers, any purchaser who purchase 1 unit of IM laser or 1 set of CV8 or 1 set of CMC serum, you just have to add on 250 ringgit to get 1 box of CV8. Now, the original price of CV8 1 box is actually 690. Now, because of promotion, you just have to purchase any 3008 product package. You add on 250 to get 1. And of course, you just add on 450 to get 2 boxes of this CV8. This particular promotion is actually to help those people or new members or existing customers, to try out these products, okay, to have a chance to try out this product. If you never try this product, you will never know how good it is, okay? So these are the year-end promotions. What else? We also have the Bonanza for this month. Anyone just hit Bonanza, company is going to give you additional 200 ringgit plus 1 box of CV8. That is the promotion until this month. And of course, we also have a promotion which is concurrently run for 2 months on the month of November and until the end of December. During this period, anyone, if you introduce 5 units of 5 package of 3008 package, as I mentioned just now, the 3008 package is either 1 IM laser, one set of CV8 or one set of CMC stem cell. Now, if you introduce 5 total, you will get additional 500 ringgit plus 1 box within these 2 months. If you introduce 5 person, okay, who purchase 3,008. Now, if you introduce 8 person who purchase this 3,008, okay, you will get 1,000 plus 1 box of CV8. 12, you will get 1,000 additional 1,008 plus 2 boxes. 15, you get 3,000 plus 2 additional 2 boxes. Okay, so these are the promotions that we are having during until the end of this month. Make sure you don't miss this opportunity. And if you talk about this again, this product, for those people who really want to have an optimum health, not only you will use IM laser has its own function, but if you use it together with CV8, which provide all the nutrients, all the special ginsenosides, if you use it together, the efficacy or the effectiveness is even better. Okay, so that's all I will share with you for today on the CV8. Now, if you do have any questions, you can start to ask me. Okay. For Josh, Josh already sent in a few questions, 2 questions. Better to take it before or after meals. My recommendation is, my own opinion is you take it before your meal. Empty stomach is better. Okay. And what is the most optimum effective dosage for a healthy person? 1 pouch is good enough per day. For those people who are having more complicated issues, it will be about 2 to 3 pouch per day. Okay. Any other questions that anybody want to ask or anything regarding this product? Okay, you can always raise your hand. Okay, just give me a second. Let me just who raised hand just now? Teresa. Okay, Teresa. Okay, Teresa, how can I help you?
Shall we drink a lot of water?
Yes, you need to drink a lot of water. Now, even if you take this product, for example, it will still helps to improve your circulation. That is why a lot of people, if you improve your circulation, that means your blood is moving faster. You still need water to get rid of whatever toxic that is inside your body or even to cool down your body temperature. Remember, for some people who are just taking this product for the first time, okay, some people for the first time, just take this product for the first time. Sometimes they will have certain healing crisis. Okay, for example, they will feel heaty. Usually they will feel heaty because they don't drink enough water. Or sometimes because they have a liver problem. That is why you will feel heaty. So the best way is always, even if you take nutrition or whether you use IM laser, the best way is that make sure you drink sufficient water every day. Yeah?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. There's another question coming in. Let me just give you a second. Let me see. Oh, CMC is not a product. CMC is actually a technology. Now, one of the key ingredient in CV8 is actually using the CMC wild ginseng stem cell. It's not a different product. It's not a different product. Okay, the test subject that was done is actually giving the CMC amount based on the pouch that I'm talking about and just put it as pouch so that it will give you a rough understanding what is the amount of CMC stem cell that this person take. Yeah. Cynthia, do I answer your questions? CMC is stem cell is just an ingredient. Okay, just give me a second. There's more people raising up the hand. Okay, Joe Tan first.
Hi, Andrew. Andrew, thanks for your sharing. Andrew, I
No
have
problem.
this question. Yes. You says that this ginseng is actually made from 70 years old root ginseng.
Okay.
But again, you say that this is CMC made from origin of the youngest cells in a plant. How can it be the younger cells and yet you say that it's 70 years old root ginseng?
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good questions. Okay. Now, the youngest, the CMC stem cell is the youngest, is the purest stem cell in your plants because your plant will keep growing, will be growing this CMC stem cell all the time. Okay. Now, this particular CMC stem cell is actually extract from the 80 years old ginseng. That means from the whether it is from the fruit is from the ginseng itself or from the plant stem itself, it extract the purest one out. So they keep this CMC stem cell. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with the age. Even if you are 80 years old while growing ginseng, there still will be some youngest and purest ginseng stem cell inside the plant. That is why you can see all those plants. When you chop the plant off, correct? You still can grow, correct?
Mm-hmm. So that doesn't mean that it's only purely from the roots lah. It can be other parts of
Yes,
ginseng.
just now I mentioned about even from the just now I mentioned about not only from leaves, from fruits, as well, in the certain in your stem as well, in the cambial layers, that you can find all those purest and youngest and the virgin stem cell lah.
I see.
That is why if you cut off any part of your tree, how come it still can grow?
Oh.
That is because of the stem cell. That is why even though, let's say for example, a tree, 80 years old tree lah, it doesn't mean that all the cell inside the 80 years old tree is all considered as a differentiate cell. There will be still certain what you call that certain parts which will have this CMC stem cell.
The
youngest, the undifferentiate. There is they haven't go through any cell differentiation cell lah. You can understand more now?
Now I understand.
I try to explain it in as simple as possible lah. That's why.
Yeah. Just like our body, we as a whole body, not every part of our organs are the best. So this one is actually taking out from the whole root of ginseng. They took the best part of it.
The youngest part, the undifferentiated part, that means the virgin part lah. That means if it's just like a baby, you take it out.
Yes.
So you want to build him to become doctors, or you want to rear him up to become soldiers or police. It's all up to the tree law. You understand what I'm trying to say? I don't know how to explain it in a more.
I got it now. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. Okay. That another someone is asking. Just give me a second, Teresa. I'm coming. Okay, Teresa. Yeah. Teresa.
Forgotten my question. I'm just hearing. Forgotten my question.
Forgotten your question.
Let me think first, huh?
Sorry, what's that?
I say, let me think first.
Okay.
I'll come
Anyone
back to
else
you.
having any questions? Oh, okay. I'll give you time, no problem. What else you want to know, or you don't understand anyone else? Okay, there's one more. Just give me a second. Who else? Jotan. Jotan. Okay, Jotan, you can start first. Yeah.
a person who has recently confirmed that she has a cancer, what should I
Okay.
introduce her? Should I introduce her IM laser or ginseng?
Okay, good question. Usually for me the best thing that should be introduced to her is actually the CV8 instead of the cancer. Now, if she is having cancer, does she go through treatments? Any treatments?
Yeah, treatment now.
She, treat,
Yeah.
if she is doing any treatments now, any cancer patient that are doing treatment at this moment or before the treatment, we don't encourage them to use IM laser first. Okay, because our concern is that the function of IM laser might complicate the treatment lah. Okay, so the best way now, if you want to reduce all those you mean the side effects of the treatment or even put in some nutritions that helps to kill off the cancer cell. The best product is actually the CV8. As I showed you just now, the CMC stem cell, the same stem cell that we are having in this CV8 actually do helps in anti-cancer. Okay, so the best thing is take this CV8 first. Now, if he wants to use IM laser or he or she want to use IM laser, they can only start to use it after the full cancer treatment, 2 months after the full cancer treatment. Then you can start using IM laser. But at the meantime, while he or she is doing the treatment, CV8 will be the better one.
You mean the 2 months is give 2 months gap, is it?
No, after finish the full treatment of chemotherapy or radiotherapy, 2 months after the full treatment, only you let him use IM laser to restore the cell function and everything. But meanwhile, while she is doing the treatment, the best choice is still CV8. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, okay. Teresa, now.
Okay. Mr. Ling, I recall already. Okay. Why is it that after taking CV8, we feel hungry? I'm very hungry.
Because it also helps to improve your circulation. Helps to improve your circulation means burn your fat faster.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that is
thanks.
why you will tend to feel hungry also lah. Usually,
Yes.
if the circulation is very good. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah. So, if any more questions? If no questions, then I will finish off my talk today. And hope that after this talk, you were able to understand this CV8 more. And of course, you will be able to introduce to your friends. Like what I say, sometimes if you look at the products, you will never know how good it is if you don't start to use it. Once you start to use it, you will know that it is very good. Okay? And of course, just to let you all know, next Wednesday afternoon, please as we are going to have our CEO here who is going to have a motivation talk with you all. Next Wednesday, same time, I will send out the announcement soon. Okay, maybe tomorrow. Okay, but reserve your time for tomorrow. Make sure you ask as many people to come out and to listen to our CEO live motivation. Okay, so I'll finish off my presentation here. Okay, meanwhile, even though the CMCO has already allowed people to travel around, even though you can travel around now, but make sure that you still keep yourself safe, keep yourself healthy, use IM laser, eat CV8, and at the same time, make sure you stay active in this business. Okay, I'll finish off my presentation here. I'll see you again, most probably sometimes again. Okay, thank you for your participation. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, thank you. Jesseling. I saw you, Jesseling. 等一下OK，Jesseling。
在 office，所以要穿 mask。
我也是在 office， 我没有穿 mask 哦。
因为这里 office 很多人。
没有啦，我一个人在 conference room， 所以没有穿。
OK，谢谢。
对，辛迪亚，so 你的还辛迪亚等一下啊，辛迪亚在哪里啊？OK，辛迪亚你好。
我收到你的解释的 explanation
明白啊。
谢谢你讲的哈，有没有 recording 哈？
我不懂有没有 recording 哦，因为我觉得现场听远远是好过 recording 啊。recording 通常人家听到5分钟就收单了。
因为我有邀约到人进来听的，今天他没有进到来啊。因为那天
不要紧的。
OK，
记得，但是记得下个星期三啊，
一样是
记得 Mr. Lim 会讲 motivation talk， 所以越多人是越好。越多人的话，下次我再可以要求到时候你就知道了，这明天就应该我会出了。我们要保持一点神秘感嘛。
OK，
是不是所以你们还是不要现在虽然可以到跨州了，但是你们记得还是要多多照顾自己啊记得要做安全措施，还是重要的啦OK，
Jesseling 谁都可以进来听吗？
可以，谁都可以进来听 ，member 都可以进来听 ，member 会比较好了。要不然不是 member 的话，你进来听他 relate 不到啊。member 总之是什么 member 都可以。
OK， 我会邀请他们进来OK。